Now, the risk and failure doesn't end. There is still a lot of risk about participating in this program. The first thing for me is that as the leader of, an educational leader at Lamplighters, I have a school that's primarily made up of younger children, and taking on a Mesivta prototype of boys who everyone perceives to be questioning or holding at a level where they're, not looking like Yeshiva Bachrim or being questioners. Parents of Lamplighters are skeptical, about having them around, about them being a part of the school. Will they influence other students? Other yeshivas in our community wonder what Lamplighters is doing with these kids, whether or not what we're going to do is successful. They judge a lot about the boys from the outside. How are they dressed? Do they wear a hat and jacket and a white shirt? What does their behavior look like? Who are they on the inside? And one thing that I think is really skewed about that is that I know for a fact that there are many, many boys in our community who look very good on the outside and are actually very not healthy on the inside. And their true persona often comes out on social media, Snapchat or Facebook or WhatsApp, where they kind of release sort of their inner self in the way they talk, the way they make connections, boys dating girls, boys breaking Shabbos, all this kind of stuff. But meanwhile, they look totally okay on the outside. And in a way, the biggest risk our community is taking by not being more open-minded to new methods of reaching kids, new ways of engaging them and making them feel like they're a part of their own growth and learning process, is that we actually don't know who they really are if we don't. And in a world in which a person could be many personas in many different contexts, not knowing who the students really are or our children really are mean that we have no real way of helping guide them or be there to apprentice them through the hard things that they're going to need to experience to become adults. And that is something that is like a tsunami, that if it's not addressed and people don't shift a mindset, we could be headed for the biggest risk and failure of all, of our community unraveling in many ways.